I started doing meditation, and I can see there is a lots of problem going on in my life in all aspects, in terms of personal life, in terms of career, everything. So I started, and I'm very much glad to have such a wonderful mentors here. So Apurva ma'am and Pradeep sir was there to help me how to do, and they guided me, and I started doing, and um, I can't believe the drastic change came in my life, and um, today I can experience the positivity, the confidence for facing problems in my life, and I had some manifestation, and it came true about my career. It is going smoothly, which I lost my job and I was struggling to get it. So today it is something, and it is unbelievable that it happens. I given a minimum 25 interviews. I haven't selected anywhere. And But when I started doing meditation recently, before like 1.5 months, I got my job, and in terms of my personal life, I can see the drastic change, positivity, um, of in thinking, and handling things, um, controlling angers, and all those stuff. And there is some miracle happen in my life, which I not ever expect that it will be happen. But yes, it happens. So thank you so much for guiding me, and giving such a wonderful platform. um, I started reading books, so I have completed Conversation with a God, and currently I'm reading Adhyatmik Satya, and there are many more books are in queue to read. And thank you so much, Buddha CEO, for such a wonderful opportunity, and thank you so much each and every master who directly or indirectly helped me for getting such a wonderful experience in my life. Thank you so much.
Happy morning and happy evening, friends and masters. What a wonderful sharing by this youngster, right? So, we are in day 18 of this lovely Gratitude 40-day program. So, yesterday we just went through the 5 steps for creating abundance of success and realizing your goals. So, without any further ado, let's move on to our lovely session from Chandra sir. Yes, yes, sir. Please take over.
Happy morning, dear friends and masters. Great afternoon, evening. Miracles happen. The youngster is saying, miracles happened. I never expected this happened. My life changed. So we are, in a way, learning the science of living, art and science of living. We start with meditation. Meditation to bliss, moksha, two big words. And that's where we drop. But meditation is developing the art and science of living. because it makes us receptive to the most common things. How to speak. We think we know about it. How to think. But then on the other hand, it is getting us in touch while we learn about art and science of living, which is nothing but shifting the mindset, increasing our understanding and shifting the mindset towards that higher understanding is on one side, increasing our understanding and shifting our mindset towards that understanding and on one side, and then becoming a great friend to this whole thing that exists out there, that intelligence that exists out there. Every day we go into meditation, we spend some time with that greatest ever master out there, intelligence out there, which is becoming our friend. That's what happens, right? If you go to a park every day, and let's say there are two very, very senior people who are in their field great masters. Let's say you have Bhimshi and Joshi there. Then you have, let's say, Bill Gates there. They're coming every day. Then you go there and make friends. Then meet them every day. Then what happens? We become friends with them. It has to be that way. We meet them every day. There'll be friendship formed slowly. Friendship formed means then automatically we receive that help. Miraculous help can get to be received. In the field that they're excelled in. That part we may understand, may not understand, but it is happening for everyone. That's why they use the word miracle. I never expected. I can't believe it. All are part of one superconscious mind. We use the word superconscious mind is equal to quantum field of energy. This is the one mind, the whole mind. Conscious mind, subconscious mind, superconscious mind. Conscious mind come from here, the society, the product of, we are the product of the society, the culture. Subconscious mind is the product of some essence of all the lifetimes. We take their essence from each one. It's called a belief system, called a personality that shows up based on what we've been here and what we've been in the past. Suppose you came with some fears, they show up in as fears from day one here. And then the superconscious mind, which is the mind of everyone together, mind of the whole, not just everyone. Everyone here is just on the planet Earth, but the mind of the whole, which is the field. We constantly check what mind am I operating with. If it is only the conscious mind, we are operating in the body-mindedness. Conscious mind is all about body and body and body. Body-mindedness versus energy-mindedness. Are we in the body mind thinking that this is not possible, that's not possible, this happened this way because you simply think I'm the body and then it only happened randomly, I'm here. Don't even think beyond. But he's saying that if you are energy-minded, now that is that intelligence which has got this infinite potentiality, which has a view of everything because it is the creator, the intelligence is there, then all we have to do is to become friends with it. And then what is the way to communicate our thought field? Imagination. The communication is through thought. Our thoughts and feelings create our outer experiences. Yad bhavam tad bhavati. As you sow, so you reap. These have been said again and again. And so then our thought is the single communication with it. And yet our thought every day, the moment we wake up, the thoughts are like this. oh, this problem is nagging me. Oh, the body just not cooperating with me. Start with the day and see how the thought of my body is just not cooperating. You wake up, some problem somewhere. Oh my God, so this is again there for me. You go there at the dining table. I don't know why I get to eat this every day. This is the word. This is what we're saying. I don't know why I get to eat every day. I mean, you do it with a lot of feeling. You go to office and work and say, oh my God, there's so many things that I have to do. And then this 3 weeks, they're expecting me to do everything. 3 weeks, they're expecting me to do everything. And I got to do so much in 3 weeks. Traffic. This government just does not work. I don't think these engineers get it. You know, how do you make roads? How do you make speed breakers? They don't even bother about public at all. These are the words that we do on the traffic when you're on the road. A parent is telling the son, you are such a stupid fellow, you keep on doing the same mistake. Go. And the teacher is telling the student. You know, the first teachers, many of them, students who perform are the only students. Everybody else is just not there because they're not aware about what we say, the impact it causes. Good students, yes, they are completely in praise, but those who do not in perform, I say, I can't believe why you're even in this class. These are the words they use. So now, if these are the words we use, if these are that's the thought that is running in our mind when you go, then what reality that you expect that each and every one of us create with those words? If our thoughts create reality, then what are we using? What are we saying? Everything is body mind. Everything comes from the limited view of what we are, not knowing about the power of thought, power of feeling. Impressing the superconscious mind. If these are the words we are telling every day to the field, then of course we are going to receive a reality of the same nature. We will be in the traffic for the whole lifetime. If collectively, if we talked about and said, if we felt that okay, this government has got constraint, but it is moving into creating a great system for us, change that collective thought. Will it matter? Of course, it matters. Scientific evidence is there now that even group intents are creating better realities for people. One must read these books like You Are the Placebo. There are some chapters in the end and the mind to matter. There are things documented. If you read some Maharshi Mahesh Yogi's literature, they did a lot of scientific experimentation. One of the organizations contributed significantly to scientific research on meditation. Now, Heart Math Institute is doing a lot of research, and Dr. Joe Dispenza is doing an amazing amount of research all the time. So our thoughts and feelings get our realities. And I talked about the 5 sutras. Our words are me, that is a thought we have. Words are the index of the mind. So they come from what our mind constitutes. What is our conscious mind agitated, subconscious mind has limitation. There are two things come through the mind, the words. And so whichever way you figure it out, learn and then change the subconscious, or you figure it out and then become impeccable with the word, and so then automatically change your thought. Science of living. And it has to be, a meditation must become a great helping hand in the way we live and the way we experience life. Not to make us secluded, not to make us isolated somewhere and say, no, this is life, and then I give up everything else. But your friends thought, and say, no, 5 sutras, and the underlying thread is thought and feeling. Now, impressing the superconscious mind is through imagination. Imagination means, just having that feeling in it along with thought. Intention, imagination. Intention, affirmation, imagination. 3 levels of creation are there. I intend, and we do it all the time. We do it all the time. We don't even realize there are so many unconscious intentions we make. Right? You go to, a, you're just driving on the road, suddenly you see this new car, and say, oh, how nice, how nice if I drive in that car. There you made an intention already. Intentions, affirmations. Affirmations then are statements which are going into subconscious mind to reprogram. I am having great life. Affirmation. Then imagination is going an extra. Then we know the detail about what my great life is. You said I'm having great life. Okay, now you left the great life to the interpretation of the field. What is great life? Something good, better than what you have, that's there. But then a great life can be, if it is about money, maybe it'll give you 10% more than what it is to get a great life. A great life can be, if you are about health, then that's what you are deeply there somewhere. And I need to, health has to change so that I can go to freely travel like everybody else. That's your great life. Some of it can come. But our imagination is knowing what you like and then dreaming about it. A great life is interpreted to something more specifically. Great life to me is to go on adventurous trips every regularly or whatever. So then you're imagining you're going into the Egyptian pyramids, you're going into Himalayan, whatever that place is, that you're going for trekking, adventurous trips, whatever that adventure for you is. They're going for rock climbing. And you're imagining that you're doing it. So there are 3 things are there different. So let's explore this part, which is that 5 sutras of manifestation. The third one, right? Visualize your future. First one is well understood, is focused, becoming focused, singularly focused towards what we really want, as opposed to focusing on what is not working. All the statements that every day we wake up and then do are about not working. So your focus is not on what you want, is the focus is on what's not working, already distracted. A meditative mind must focus itself. Okay, things are happening, accept them, and then move towards where your attention should be. In that car journey of half an hour, there's no point in grumbling and grudging about what's going on in life instead of about the traffic. And we withdraw back and then we meditate and we listen to a great wisdom. Change it. Focus. Second one is openness. Openness, when we experiment with this whole principle of thoughts create reality, and we understand a little bit scientifically, when we listen to experience of many people like that youngster who said this is a miracle for me, now which is true. Or some getting a job interview is difficult, easy, a piece of cake. What are you talking about? Job interviews thing. But in a mindset that somebody is there, in a depressive mindset, somebody is there. And you know how the beliefs form. Now, 3 times you lose and then fail in a job interview, then it becomes a belief that it's so difficult to overcome. Simple thing. It can be very, very big thing for them. It's so difficult to overcome because it's already formed. Now, who knows what her environment is? We don't even know. The environment is saying, if the environment, people around are saying, you just can't get that much also, it changes psyche even worse, right? If this is the word somebody is using authoritatively on the side around, we don't even know what environment everyone goes through, which is making them believe that they're incapable. And so it becomes that much more difficult to come out. Now, add to that, now you go through 10, 15 interviews, now completely conclude to yourself, that's not possible by me anymore. And so it's a miracle for her, and it is important. And so The second one is becoming open is by listening to our experiences, and we experiment by ourselves after knowing and understanding a little bit science about this quantum field, which we learned on day one, week one day, first day of this week. The third is about imagination, which we do all the time. So we'll explore that deeply, which is combined to the thinking patterns. And so see what that is and how we can make use of this particular sutra after meditation. Let's go into meditation day, friends. The meditation is clearing our mind and enhancing all these five sutras. So we move towards greatest living, expansive living. So the practice we are doing is breath mindfulness meditation. The goal is to rest the mind. And the simplest process that one can follow is to simply observe the breath with our eyes closed. Resting the mind, emptying the mind happens when you close your eyes when you observe the breath with your eyes closed. Those of you wearing spectacles, remove them. Sit comfortably, fingers into fingers, rested in your lap, crossing your feet at ankle if you're sitting in the chair or on the floor cross-legged. Special postures are not necessary. Your body must be comfortable in whatever posture you take. Like any special asanas you're doing, it's fine as long as your body is comfortable to hold you in that position for the duration of meditation, which is 35, 40 minutes of meditation, right? And closing your eyes, removing spectacles, observing your natural breath at the middle of the eyebrows or starting of the nose. Put your attention there and observe the breath at that point, going in and coming out. And observe the breath, mind becomes slowly, slowly empty. And then we are experiencing calmness, emptiness. Emptiness is energy. So you may have some sensation, movement, dreamlike visions that may happen. Witness all of it, called meditation experiences. In case you have thought, and thoughts will be there for most people, thoughts are going to be there regularly, and many, many people say that. When thoughts are there, bring your attention back to the breath and start the process all over again. Called breath mindfulness meditation, dear friends. Let's go into the practice once again. Relax yourself. Sit comfortably. Closing your eyes. Observe your natural breath. Dear friends, dear masters, with your specs removed, eyes closed, crossing your feet at ankle, fingers into fingers, hands comfortably rested in your lap. Observe your normal, natural in-breath and the out-breath with your attention on your nose and the middle of the eyebrows and the root of your nose. Observe your normal, natural in breath and the out breath. When you observe your breath, the thoughts are becoming lesser and lesser. Your mind is going into that emptiness, absolute calmness inside of you, all around you. It is natural to have thought. When you notice you are thinking, go back to observing your breath again. to experience that calmness, that stillness of your inner core. Become aware of the emptiness inside of you, all around you. That energy, that blackness. That field of light. All emptiness is energy. The quantum field of intelligence, the quantum field of possibilities. Everything that you ever experienced or will experience is here in this field. The longer you stay connected to this emptiness, your inner calmness, the more you tune in to this field of possibilities. The more you receive from it, Allow yourself to loosen to this nothingness. The feel of no body, of no thing. That's energy. We are less matter, more emptiness and energy. The more empty a mind of thought, the more we transcend our body away from your body, the more you merge into this infinite depth of that emptiness, that gladness. And the longer you are with this field of unfamiliar, the more familiar you become, the more open you become. Merge into the emptiness of yourself. Your divine self, that super conscious mind. That intelligence of all things and everything. The longer stay aware of this nothingness, the more divine you become, empowered you become, miraculous you become. When it's truly an honor and privilege to be experiencing this life at this time of history. Many are not so blessed. Express gratitude to everything and to everyone in your life. Gratitude to your parents, teachers, mentors, your family, friends, colleagues, relatives. To this nature, the bird, the fish, and the animals, the planets, stars, Mother Earth. Gratitude to the technology, all the system, the government, the companies. To yourself and to this intelligent field. Gratitude is the highest state of receivership. Recollect your experiences from the session, and whenever you're ready, keep your hands on your eyes for 5 seconds, and then open your eyes. Okay, dear friends. Hope you enjoy the session. Impressing the superconscious mind is through imagination. And how are we motivated to imagine in a better way than to complain, than to creep, than to judge, than to limit ourselves? So that's what this third sutra is about. Let's understand this a little bit more. And of course, there's plenty of guidance about this whole manifestation in many, many, many ways. And it's not a subject new as you know it. Always good to listen to this in another perspective, right? Ultimately, the truth is simple. Really, only three statements. Just three statements. The whole spiritual science is encountered with three statements. We are beyond the body where energy. I have unlimited potential. Number two, my thoughts bring that potential out. Three. If we understand these three, all spiritual sciences encompassed, it is done towards a great life. And so the five sutras of manifestation that Jayashree Madam spoke about yesterday, focus, openness, visualizing a great future, reprogramming limiting beliefs, the limitations that are there, which we don't even know are false truths, truth but false, false truth. I don't have time, false truth. I'm busy, I'm very busy, I'm super busy, false truth. My in-laws and I have too much work going on right now, and so then I can't do it today. I can't do it. I don't think I can ever do it. Trapped into those thought because it happened a few times, and then you're trapped into that called belief, limiting belief, anything that limits you from doing stuff. And the fifth one is accepting and expressing gratitude. So visualizing the future, a few things. What are we saying? Develop vision boards with unambiguous goals. Meditation gives clarity for goals. Why do we need what we need? What are you looking to have in your life? Why do you need them? If you know why do you need them, then you get enough clarity to visualize with a feeling. If you don't know simply, you don't know why you need something in your life. Oh, you're simply doing because everybody else is doing. We are doing because everybody. We don't have our own clarity of why we need something in life. Instead, we just simply want because everyone else is doing. They get a degree, I need to get a degree. They're studying in this place, I need to study in that place. That's all. Nothing more. If you have clarity of why you need something, then you know really you need it. It's not superficial need. It's a real need for you. And then of course, then you'll have the enough power to imagine. That's what we're saying, visualization. Once you have the clarity, then of course you can visualize of a future. In manifestation, if you got a goal, you have a dream. If it is a dream, then you will know why it is needed for you, because that's when you call it a dream. A goal becomes a dream, then you're really passionate about it. You know exactly why you need it. You're becoming a great coach, a mind coach, or no self mastery coach. You know why you are aiming and wanting to be that. Because there must have been, and yesterday one of our Buddha seers was talking about an amazing story. He is moved by what happened in life events, and he says that I have to wake up. I have to really give what I have, this knowledge, to everyone around me. Empower people and empower women. Like I've seen events and instances where They have gone through tough lives and challenging lives in rural India. So when that drive is there, when you know why you need to become that, and of course, then you have many, many ways you can imagine and dream of that future of where you want to go, not otherwise. And so when you don't have that clarity of what we want or why we want, then we can never imagine and dream of it. So they can never send the right signal to the field to manifest. And how can manifestation happen? So before we do that, thoughts in the mind, and I mentioned this in the beginning, I don't know if there's a slide about it, but 95% of the thoughts are repetitive. They drain our energy. Research. 80 to 95% thoughts are repetitive and negative. 80% negative, and then many of them are repetitive. You know, a repetition about traffic, repetition about your challenges with the boss or a company, a repetition about that family challenge. They're there, right? And forever they're there. Forever they're there for lifetime. They're there for us to learn. If we change the way we think about them, of course, it becomes positive instead of negative. But it is their negative what to do. It's repeating again and again, draining our energy all the time. And so the repeated thoughts, the neuroscience principle is that when you repeat something, then it strengthens the memory connection of that thought, that feeling that is associated with that thought. Neuroscience is saying that every time you learn something, you form a set of connections in the brain called neural wiring. It happens every time you learn something. It's just a small piece of information you learn, you suddenly, boom, form a circuit in the brain. The brain has got unlimited capacity, right? I'm using unlimited because it's got, the uh, what hundreds of thousands of terabytes of capacity is there, literally hundreds of thousands of terabytes of capacity. 1 terabyte or portable drive we buy, 1 terabyte, and it can hold like so many movies or whatever. I don't remember these numbers, but we used to have. Maybe it's there. But the brain has so much capacity. And so then it keeps on forming connections. Whatever you take in, form connection. You read a newspaper every day, then every day it's giving you enough accidents, the information. Every page there'll be one accident or one rape or one something and how exploitation is there. Now every day keep reading. Food for the mind is the knowledge we receive. We don't filter. We take utmost care about body, trying to do this and that. We never even bother about what's filter going into the mind. So a lot of this poisonous food goes into the mind as knowledge. And every day you read all of them, and the repeated thoughts strengthen the memory to connection to become stronger. So every day you're reading, every day coming to a conclusion, oh my God, one more accident, what a poor thing. That's how difficult, how unsafe these roads are, how insane people are. And we come to a judgment and we store that. And then tomorrow we read one more, store it again. Day after tomorrow, read one more, store it even more, reinforce it. Now, each time with different context. Today, it is something in your neighborhood. Tomorrow, it's something somewhere in Uttarakhand. Day after tomorrow, is somewhere in New York. And so then it is all a different context we're storing, but the essence is same, that is very unsafe. People are insane, or this or that. That becomes cells that fire together wire together. That means they become stronger and stronger and stronger circuits. So talking about why our thoughts become so negative and then why is that it is happening, right? So scientifically. So when you feed in something again and again and again, unconsciously or equal to unmindfully, because simply taking in a newspaper is there, I pay for it, so I'm going to read it. Is that all it is? I'm paying for it, so I must read the newspaper, everything from beginning to end. So then cells that fire together, wire together. Now something more happens. Now the thoughts produce neurotransmitters such as serotonin and cortisol that drive emotions and feelings in the body. Serotonin is a good chemical, mood-changing chemical, whereas cortisol is when I say the word good, productive, useful chemical, cortisol is not so useful chemical in most situations. Everything is useful. Cortisol is important in emergency situations. And cortisol is a beautiful chemical, must be there in emergency to protect ourselves, but not otherwise. But depending on the thoughts and feelings that we are generating that are there in our brain, and then the more it wires together, it goes into the subconscious as a program. In the subconscious, the limbic brain as a program, those thoughts that believe that are there, that no, people are insane, the roads are not safe. This kind of belief that go in and sink into the subconscious, then keeps projecting. It becomes the chitta of the thing, chitta of the mind. Mind has various forms, right? Mano, buddhi, chitta, ahankara, they're all forms of the mind. The chitta, the groundbird of all thinking, is formed with these beliefs, the essence of what you are reading and what you're learning every day, what you're experiencing every day. And that becomes stronger and it keeps producing more thought. Now, thoughts produce neurotransmitters like this serotonin and cortisol, good thought and poor thought, right? They are there. Expansive thought and constructive limiting thought. And so the limiting thought that says that, okay, roads are unsafe is produced based on all the memories that we captured as you read the news and as you perhaps experience a little bit of that again. Anyway, you'll experience it somewhere. And so then that produces these emotions as it produces these neurochemicals based on how useful or not useful, either serotonin or cortisol. Then you've got these emotions and feelings in the body, either fearful feeling or a loving, joyful feeling. Now, feelings which are sinking into the entire body, when you're fearful, what happens? Your jaws freeze. Your face becomes very stiff and the muscles become serious, stiff, and so then face becomes serious, right? And the heart perhaps is beating faster now. Now, the feeling has to be experienced in life because we have a beautiful body to experience all the feelings. And there's another experience. And so, but then heart beats faster. So then suddenly you become very alert, right? As important because you need to be alert, perhaps in a dangerous situation. And so the body is sort of drumming up in all ways to say that, hey, come on, take care of yourself. But the thing is, that emergency mode we talked about in the second week about stress, that because of this negative thought, and then we are drumming up into an emergency mode, right? So then the feelings are there of the same, okay, the fearful feeling of the when you read another news about accidents, and suddenly you're relating that to know how your child on the road right now. And so, my God, is it safe? And then there is a fearful feeling is there. Now, feelings drive more thought. Just that feeling drove more thought. Is my child safe right now? Is it driving there? What is going on there? And more thought will lead towards more feeling, towards more thought again. It's called thinking feeling loop that is perennially there. One thought lead to feeling, lead to thought to feeling. It is continuously there. As you're not able to come out of it. And people who say depression is because they're just not able to come out of that continuous thinking, feeling they're going through. They're not able to break that cycle. So it is stress, later it is anxiety to stress to depression. There's a sequence, right? And so then it's because of this, exactly this. We cannot come out of that argument that we had with a boss 10 weeks ago. It goes on in our mind, and it goes on, gets fed stronger and stronger every day. Every day we are, and every week we go into that meeting, we go and then look at that reviews or whatever, the way the behavior is going on in that reviews with the colleagues or bosses, we cannot simply get over because that keeps coming up with these behaviors. So then it's perennially in this thinking feeling loop. Now the thinking feeling loop is constantly about negative thinking and negative aspects. Then what do you expect to create in the life? So then, dear friends, we got to break this cycle, these thoughts and feelings. We got to break this cycle. We need to change them. We got to break the cycle. Meditation is a way to snap the connection. Meditation, bring that awareness. A feeling generating a thought generating another feeling. When you have meditation, this guy called awareness is sitting there with you. Your observer is there sitting there. That metacognition, the cognition is to think and feel about current situation. And metacognition is to step back and say, wait a minute, I see you have feeling all right. You're fearful about stuff. Now it is about to feed to thought. And so then why do you want to think about this? You wait. It's called an amygdala hijack, and we'll learn this in probably later week, emotional intelligence week. And so then wait a minute, so that awareness snaps this thinking feeling loop. I said, you don't need to feel, you don't need to think about another negative thought here. It's okay. There are some memories that you see, read in this article about that thing that is happening there somewhere in New York, but it's okay to immediately relate to something else here right now for your son. It breaks, it snaps it. So thinking feeling loop is broken, dear friends. And so then we slowly can come out to move into higher thought. So that's the way to move in. So now, what are the other ways to assist ourselves? So we learn the science of thought. Patriji called this four types of thought. He classified, different masters classify into different levels. But I love this model. Disastrous thought, negative thought, positive thought, miraculous thought. We check ourselves. The awareness, we check ourselves. Where am I with respect to my thought? Where am I with respect to my word? Four types. We move a thought into a more elevated thought. Elevated thoughts are positive and miraculous thoughts. Elevated so that you have an elevated life, a greater life, expansive life, right? So thoughts are four types: disastrous, negative, positive, and miraculous. Can somebody write what could be a disastrous thought? In your own words. It's important. If we can understand this grading about these, then absolutely, then we'll start finding ourselves towards, a miraculous way. If you're setting out on, let's say, as simple as in a job interview or a proposal, you're going to make a proposal so that you can gain some support and get some funding to do your project, or you're doing a job interview, or you're starting to do the business, right? Any of them start. A person with disastrous thinking is saying, my family has all the time businesses fail. And a person is starting a business, say, this is going to be an absolute failure for me. I don't think I can succeed because everybody in my family is failing all the time. I have failed 10 times before, I don't know, 5 times. Whatever I took a decision has been a blunder, as I'm going to fail here. A person doing a job entry is saying, um, I'm not that intelligent. I don't think I ever can clear this. It's impossible for me to do this. Anyway, I'm applying because people ask me to apply. This is exactly the thought that is anyway, I'm applying, but it's impossible to crack that interview from Google. Oh, these guys are very, very tough. I heard from a friend. A person who's thinking that way, disaster. Let's call disastrous thought. So what happens? They even try to attempt to do this online test. That itself fails. They'll have no network connection, and so they'll not even be able to go through the test. The person who is saying that no, it's going to be a total failure right in the beginning, then universe field is saying, okay, he's saying anyway it's total failure. What's the point in he wasting energy doing 5 steps? Let him just stop right here. So right in the beginning, we stop. Disastrous thinking just makes us stop right there in the beginning due to various issues. The person who think I'm going to make a blunder will not even get approval for his company because some vague reason will come. Can't even do anything there. And negative thinking, a person is saying in a job interview, I know it's going to be tough, and I've heard so many things, and I'm not able to clear interview. Let me see, maybe 2 rounds I'll pass. Every time I'm failing at the third round, so maybe I don't know, I might fail there, but I'm going to attempt anyway. So it goes a little forward. First round cleared, second round cleared, third round stopped, negative. That businessman, okay, blunder, I'm just going to absolutely fail, is thinking a different way is thinking, right? I'm going to start, but all the time failures are there. But anyway, I learn from the failures, I'll keep moving. But let's see if I fail and fail, what to do? I'm going to fail and fail. But at least I've learned enough from everybody, and then I've read these books and special book. I think I can go forward. And that is there, but I keep thinking that no, hey, it can fail. Market may not be there. I've come in the old kid in the block here. I'm a new kid in the world, Bolog, where so many players are there. I don't know that I can put off this competition. It's going to be difficult for me. And so then he'll start his company, he'll go a little farther, and then slowly, slowly negative balances and he go down. Company closes. Negative thinking. Negative thinking person is crosses to the second round, does not clear. A positive thinking is saying, yes, challenges are there. I know this was a failure for me before, but somehow I'll figure it out. I'm going to make it. I will figure this out. I'm going to make it. So what? I've read so many places, you can enter late into the market, but you can still, gather some specific niche you hold on to, and you can make some money. You can hold on to big client, make some money, you can continue your business. And so things a little positive, and he's there. It'll take some time, but he'll be there. The job interview, okay, somehow I'll clear. I'm going to make this. I will clear it. I'm going to be there. He gets at least a selection happens. He gets a job. He drops the idea of asking how much money he wants because he's so survival thinking, but at least positive. He gets a job. Miraculous person is saying, I am impressing and I am earning this, whatever that is. And I said, this is, I'm earning this much money. I'm gaining that specific job, the specific research project. This is where my dream is. I'm going into it. Completely miraculously things. Never limited by what he heard or what he felt or what he experienced in the past. A miraculous thinking business person, an entrepreneur saying, this market is there. World may be moving at 10%. I'm growing at 100% clip. This is possible because market is there. I have nothing to do with how the others are growing. I'm attracting the greatest talent and I'm absolutely going to be there, make some great decisions and move forward. And then that person is producing ton of results for the organization. Miraculous thinking. This is how we look at ourselves. Where am I in my thought process? Disastrous or miraculous? Our meditation and then reading, constantly listening to others, and especially biographies of successful people. There's a master called George Elian, has written some nice books summarizing, and of course, many people have written many books about biographies, meaning others' life they have written. George Elian wrote small, small books, and especially if you're looking at the corporate folks here, business folks, read his books on Warren Buffett, Steve Jobs, and I don't know if he's written about some Indian masters. And if anybody knows, there are short, short books. There are too big a books that you get lost in it, right? Short books about what is the mind of, let's say, Mark Zuckerberg. What is the mind of, let's say, Warren Buffett, right? They've written about them in short, short books. And of course, many people have written about Abdul Kalamji. Many people have written about now not getting into too much politics about Narendra Modi's, how different people have different opinions about it. But to me, and there is development, I see it as good sign that somebody is doing great. Okay. So the people are writing about books about different leaders. Who are you connect to? You must read about their mind. And it inspires us. Their mind is always into either positive or miraculous thinking. Right. So we need to look at constantly where is my thought? Our meditation will be at our rescue to be have aware of it. Where is my word? What words am I uttering? That Vakshetra, the triple filter, has to become so much ingrained into our mind. What is the triple filter? Can anybody tell? Triple filter before we release a word. Wait, if somebody is remember the triple filter right there. So then, dear friends, what is the way to, so one is recognizing and changing the thought, knowing about the concept of four levels of thought, and then placing ourselves in the positive and miraculous thinking, right? Positive, miraculous thinking state. And so then here is how we can do about whatever that we have as a dream and a goal to go about. Create a vision, create a goal, have some goals. Patrick used to always say, goals must be there, but not get attached to the result and the time frame, but have goals so that you channelize your energy towards it. Otherwise, energy is dissipated, right? Goalless. And we wander here, there. Another tip, A lot of people come home and then get pulled into, hey, can you go and clean this thing? Can you go and wash that? Can you go and do this? Can you just simply go and help? You get a lot of orders, right? And you wonder what that is going on because when you don't have goals, your energy got to be spent many ways with your friends. Have some goals. The same parents will tell you, and then same other way, their family members will say, "Oh, okay, he's busy. He's doing a lot of work here, so let's take care of ourselves." It happens, right? It happens everywhere. It happens in office environment. It happens everywhere. We drive our energy. We take our life into our hands, set goals, and then move into the direction. Think about them. Set goals that are inspiring you. Try vision. Meditation will give clarity for goal setting. When we don't know what to do, we sit down for meditation and then do the three things that we said: listen to others, read books, and then do meditation regularly. Then you will automatically move into something that you feel like doing. Geeta Nayarji, when she was there, she regularly meditates and she wanted to do service. She didn't say that I'm retired and so then I can't do anything. Everyone has problems in life. She didn't say that I have problems and so and I will be stuck in the problem. Instead, she said, I'll go and teach kids. So start teaching kids nearby into some NGOs kids. Now, as she started teaching kids, now suddenly she got moved into another challenge that she's noticing that now children are substance abused. Poor fellows, they did not know, but there is always this mafia that is going, and then now these days giving that things around the schools. And so they perhaps are getting there, getting addicted, and so then they lose their life, right? They change their mind. And now she moved and said, okay, I must help them. She wrote a proposal. Hats off to Geeta Raji. Now, how much happens a different thing, but she at least set a goal to herself. And I must write a proposal and see how we can help them give meditation so that they recognize and then not fall into this substance, right? Now that vision is there. Now, of course, it's going to move you in towards it. Goals will be there automatically. Clarity will come with meditation. Then visualization is about dreaming about this when I say every hour, it's a figurative speech. Now, visualize regularly, dream about it. That you are moved by a cause, then dream about it. The cause need not be something higher like that. It can be as simple as you wanting to experience a beautiful home. So be it, dear friends. We all find ourselves in different states. Some are in the body state, some are in the mind state. Mind state means I want to experience that promotion. I want to experience that job, that growth, that education degree, a PhD. It's okay. You're not wrong. And those who are just always helping others are not necessarily always right. It's okay. Everybody is fine in the way they are. We are divine the way we are. And so we are okay what you would like to experience. The only thing is that we have no right to restrict somebody else or something else from living its own life just the way you want your life. So no interference, no violence, no restriction, no killing. Other than that, we are absolutely fine in wherever we are, whatever we do, absolutely fine. Right? Your goals can be anything, but have some goal. You want to experience a house because you want it, not because your friend and your relative has it. Here what comes a phone call. Beta, what are you doing? You see, your uncle, your nephew, your other person, they all started later than you. They already have houses. What are you doing? You don't have a house. This is what you hear. And so then, yeah, so मुझे भी एक house होना चाहिए ना? I have to have this house, right? Yeah, no, life I have to settle now. Everybody's settling. This is the thought that goes on. Is there a settlement? What is settlement? All constructs are completely wrong, dear friends. We got these constructs based on everybody else is doing. Osho gives a beautiful concept, the um, mm, uh, the society gives the mind of a goat, herd mentality. We just go, what everybody is doing, we do. Society means people around. Then education gives mind of a lion. Then education is there, then you're defying and you're putting a little bit of understanding and saying, mind of a lion is, with pride, with egoistic nature, but at least it'll do its own thing on its own. But very egoistic in nature. Self is there. I'm the boss and I'm going around. Not want to listen to anybody. That's the mind of the lion education. That's where it moved to. But meditation and spiritual understanding will move us into the mind of the child. We become spontaneous. We drop egoistic nature. We are just celebrating life and we're just moving on, flowing in life. Right? Spiritual education, meditation moves into the mind of the child. So we have to move. And our meditation and understanding will help us to set right goals, not a goal because somebody else has it. Well, they got promotion, I have to get promotion. They got increment, I got to get increment. Whether you need or don't need, you got an increment. You need. We're going to talk about it in the next family meeting, isn't it? Or in the parties. So, dear friends, having the right goals will help us to dream. The point is, I can ask for a house, but if I don't have a real need, then I can't dream about it. I can't put my attention on it. All right, then it becomes a tough task to get the house. Now you are here trying to get a house because everybody got it. And then here you're breaking your back and you're stressing yourself in doing these, payments of, whatever your salary is X and you're putting 60% towards payment. Some calculator tells you, financial calculator model, 60% you could put into saving. So you put that into your EMI, and then every day there is a big drama going on at home because, you're cutting corners to every small thing. You're saying, no, I can't pay. No, you can't spend. No, right now everything is going EMI. What can we do? Goes on for 20 years. Life is gone. Right goals must be there. And with clarity and say, do I really need it in my life right now? What do I need? The more we meditate, more understanding we do in difference, the more we recognize that we need so little to live life and a happy life and a joyful life, right? But in any case, it doesn't matter, whatever that may be, that you can continue to, but then you need to know what is it that, why is that required for me, right? So the last slide here. So set clear and unambiguous goals and affirm them. Be inspired about why you want, why is it in a vision board, right? And you draw a vision board, draw mind movies. Vision boards, you search for them in net or dream boards, and then draw vision boards and mind movies about your goals. Imagine your future experiences as if the goals have happened to you with feelings. So now, once your goals are there, yes, I need that 4 bedroom house because whatever, right? Now you're going to accommodate so many people coming in. And so then you are seeing a lot of, youngsters are there, you're giving them shelter, they're there. And then your family or village, there are so many people need help. And you are living in this Bangalore city, they come to you and you got a room for them. You got these masters coming regular, you got a room for them. Great, big heart. And you want a great environment for your child. And so then you want a good study environment, you want a separate area for him, create it, no problem. There is a reason of why you create those areas in your home. Not because your friend has, oh, they have 300 feet kitchen. Now I must have like 500 feet open kitchen. That's not a goal. Right? So reason must be there. Yes, I want a nice open kitchen because I love to cook and I love to bring people and then have a group dinner. So now this is my whatever. So celebrate it. Every little thing is okay, but then have a reason. Then you can imagine about it. You can really go into the future as if it's happening to you. Right? All manifestation is in this little sutra that you visualize the future before, because the primary reality is the quantum field, the energy field. The secondary reality is the physical matter. And how do you set your primary reality? Right here. You dream about the future the way you wish to experience it, right there. And a dream, dear friends, then your reality is set in the energy field, an energy template is set, then observation manifests possibility that quantum physics principle, it must come into reality at some point. Somebody said yesterday, I was listening, post the thing, saying that you at least go into positive mode because not every manifestation happened. Who said not every manifestation happened? It's your time frame that stops your manifestation from happening. The time frame that we set, is there a problem if it happens 10 years later? No, I have to have it right now. That's the problem. If you sit on your manifestation vision without canceling it, and if you pursue it with perseverance, with the same vision and a dream, then of course it happens. A lot of times we are not that strong, we're not passionate about what we want, right? No, I would like Harvard, but if it's not there, I'll go and settle for the second and a third and a fourth. So where is your passion for Harvard? It's not there. It's okay. IPS, IAS not there. I'll do IRS. Okay, it's not there. I'll do something else, something else. So it's fine now that you yourself have agreed to doing something else. Then why say it didn't happen? But we stick to it. And if you firmly believe in it, and then if you're able to bring your emotion about it, dream about it, then it's bound to happen, dear friends. It can happen. It will happen. How can science not bring reality when it's a nature principle? Observation manifests possibility. All future happens if you hold on to it. Atal Bihari Vajpayee, how many years? One single person was there for BJP. Then nobody was there. One single MP or MP was there. I remember when I was 10 years old. But then it became formed a government, became the most formidable entity in the country. It all requires that. And if how much deeply you believe in the process, okay, how much deeply you believe in it will move you towards that future. Okay. In between, we don't believe, we have doubt, we have uncertainty about a future. Oh, now I'm getting the relocation there. So I don't know that if I relocate, will my promotion happen here? Will my growth happen? This is uncertainty we constantly interfere into. Oh, suddenly my family member is getting into some ill health. Maybe I have to compromise on my career goals. You're visualizing on one side, but here, not knowing all these kinds of uncertainty is there, which you are expressing through your thoughts. And of course, it is not going to necessarily happen because you're self-sabotaging into it. So, dear friends, visualizing the future without wavering mind, without doubt, without uncertainty, without fear, and singular focus, then the manifestation must happen. We must experiment with this, experiment, small thing to big things, right? Now, in case some things are not happening, go back and check, is your interest still there? Is there a lot of doubtful mind? Maybe your priorities change so that you no longer care for it. Are you pressurized because of somebody telling you something and say, this is time now, no matter what, you must do. And so that sink in as a limitation. And so then you're no longer able to think same freely as you were visualizing and dreaming 1 year ago. And so many reasons why it's not there. And so then go back and look at and say, is it still what is necessary? If I'm not able to feel about it, then maybe it's not required for me. Change it out, take it out. With the right understanding, take it out. So, dear friends, so concluding this, the Sutra 3, visualizing future, is many things encoded in it. First, we are saying no, that repetition is causing significant, stronger belief about something. And so then we need to be aware of what beliefs you're forming. So we need to be aware of our thoughts that are there. Based on a belief, the thoughts come. So we need to be aware of our thoughts. Positive thought, miraculous thought is we aim to go. Negative and then disastrous, we look to avoid. With meditation, absolutely you'll become that. With more and more positive, write books and reading. And second, then we set some goals so that we channelize our energy, our thinking towards it. Goals that are passionate, dear to us, that we are moved by it. It doesn't have to be some great thing. It can be anything that makes you feel good. That you move to higher happiness states. That's all it is. Okay. And so allow whatever that you feel to want to have. Develop that loving nature towards what you would like to experience. Not out of lack, not out of frustration, but there is further science about it. We talk about this in a 15-hour Elevate Your Energy Manifestation workshop, right? Sometimes we do it live due to time paucity, not able to, but it's there in our app, Buddha Seva app called I Elevate Your Energy. Anyone is serious about manifesting stuff, go and subscribe to it and then go through that 5 session, 3 hour per session workshop. I can tell you it can empower you a lot more greatly. And then reprogramming beliefs and then accepting, expressing gratitude, the five sutras. We'll cover the remaining sutras in little brief in the rest of the week. Thank you, dear friends. Jaysha Madam, any announcements?
Yes, sir. We have Nagendra sir here to make an announcement regarding donations.
Okay, Nagendra.
Yes. Thank you, Chandra sir, for the wonderful session. Dear friends and masters, we are very happy to announce the name of the donors who have donated Indian rupees 5,000 and more and US dollars 100 and more during the period of 17 March 2025 to April 2nd. The names are the Online Giving Foundation, Naman Pant, Praveen Kola, Kaushik Nagaruru, Bimal Chandra Mittal, Dashrath Ramaya, Mahesh Srirangam, Anil Devata, Sudhakar Venkata Bhimarasetti, Naga Pradeep, Ratnavel, N.S. Ramachandran, Someshwar Rao, MTK Textiles Private Limited, Anindita Behra, KV Krishnakant, Srinivas Reddy. We are deeply grateful to all donors, contributors for their thoughtful donations. We sincerely acknowledge and express our gratitude to all donors, including those who contributed in various amounts. Dear friends, Buddha Siva Quantum Foundation is a non-profit entity dedicated to supporting several initiatives to teach, promote, and create awareness about meditation and spiritual science. The foundation's main objective is to spread spiritual science and meditation wisdom across the globe, reaching people from all walks of life. As part of this mission, we are expanding our activities to connect with even more individuals. We are investing in teams to develop scientific insights, meditation content, and make them abundantly accessible on social media channels. As of June 2024, over 260,000 people from diverse backgrounds, including leaders, entrepreneurs, aspiring leaders, students, and the general public, have attended our programs. Many have experienced personal transformation, and thousands more have been positively influenced indirectly. We invite you to explore transformational journeys and valuable resources by visiting our YouTube channel, youtube.com/buddhaceo. Importantly, the foundation relies on the generosity of donors like you, many of whom are program participant, to sustain its activities. Your donation today can make a significant impact, directly transforming someone's life. Please visit www.buddhaco.org/donate to make your generous contribution in abundance. We have also sent a link on the WhatsApp and the message yesterday. All donation made in Indian rupees are exempt under Section 80G of the Income Tax of India. Donation made in US dollars are eligible for tax exemption under Section 501C of the United States tax laws. Thank you for your kind support and contribution. Thank you.
Thank you, Nagendra. That's great. Deeply thankful to all of those donors. It's a big long list of people because we had this global conference recently in February, and so many came forward to support it. One of the big yagnas that we perform, something they learned from Patrisa, that will bring many people together and meditate together and then talk about a positive cause together, then of course it will lead to a change. So this is an yagna, 40-day yagna on ourselves, right? We're doing it, so always thankful and grateful to everyone who comes forward to support it. So thank you. And anything else, Jayashree Madam?
Nothing for today, sir. Yeah. And like Sir mentioned, friends, we have this I program in the Buddha CEO app. So please do go and register. That was a turning point for even me attending the I workshop and the quantum creation on an in-person workshop. Yes. So yes. Thank you, sir.
Okay. Thank you all, dear friends. Have a wonderful day.
Just take a step into the world with something new. Follow your heart and open up your mind. Leave it all behind. Focus and redefine. Exciting worlds we manifest. Breathe it in and let it go. This is living. Find your love and find your soul. It's more than just existing.
Okay.
Look around, it's manifesting.
Yes. Vignesh, say a few things about how your thoughts changed.
Yes, sir. First, I want to thank you for a wonderful, wonderful session. This session, this meditation session today specifically was a brilliant, altogether brilliant session for me. I've learned so much, and over the courses of Buddha CEO's programs that I've done, some of the I find in myself more. If I'm having some a thought that is negative, that says that I cannot do it, immediately I'll take 2 seconds, I will breathe in, and I immediately try to reprogram it and say, okay, we can actually do this, it's not that difficult. And most of my challenges have been solved that way. It's most of my negative thoughts that way are slowly disappearing, and I can challenge myself to be better. I can challenge myself to do many more things than I thought I couldn't do. So very recently, I started going to the gym also. For a very long time, I thought I will not be able to do anything in the gym. Why should I go? It's a very useless thing. But after this program, very recently, I'm like, no, let us take a step back. Let's actually go and do it. And I'm surprising myself uh, greatly in the gym. So yes.
Okay, nice. Thank you. Then Arvind. Arvind left. Arvind, what's going on? You're there. I'm simply looking to connect with many of our friends here. What to do? Webinar is does not let me also know who is got their videos on and don't want videos on. Yes. What, Mukulji? What's happening? Yes, Nidhi Mehta. Go ahead, madam. Who's Bhargavi and Nidhi Mehta? Who's Bhargavi Pilla?
Good morning, sir. Sir, I'm having one doubt. I'm having thyroid. So, how long I should do meditation to cure for thyroid?
How long?
Yes, sir.
Madam, there's no time.
Okay, sir. Okay.
There's no time in manifestation. It can be tomorrow.
Uh-huh. Okay.
A spontaneous remission can happen. It can happen tomorrow. Okay. It can take some time. It's about dissolving many of the memories of the past are changing the way we express.
Okay, sir.
Many of those must go, and it can happen through a single sitting of meditation. Suddenly, intense amount of when you go into this deep blissful state can happen. Just everything got erased. Possible.
Yes, sir.
It can happen incrementally over a period of time as you read, as you improve, as you speak, as you change your company. Many things can happen. It can change.
Yes, sir. I'm able to see myself a great change, sir.
So keep doing.
Yes, sir.
Talk to Kavya Nagendra. Somebody give her the number of Kavya and she'll speak to her. Please speak to Kavya Nagendra,
Okay, sir.
a great master we have who has healed the thyroid. She can tell her experience. Don't think that that's going to be exactly for you, but gives you some ideas. Okay, you can relate
Yes, sir.
with her better. Yeah.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Okay.
Namaste, sir, and thank you, sir, for the session. And I want to share my experience of Elevate Your Energy program, which I attended. And I created a vision board for myself during the program. And it has been a month and a half through that program. And I'm seeing drastic changes in all the sectors of my life, which I had placed in my vision board with this right kind of thinking and taking actions in that after that positive thinking and miraculous thinking. So thank you so much, sir, for explaining this concept and making our life miraculous. Thank you.
So show me your vision board. Nice. You write actually very well with a few words, more pictures.
Yes, sir.
You have to hold it.
I hope it's visible. I know.
Yeah. I've got a journal here, which I'm going to talk about this later. It's called Art of Manifestation. Something to youngsters who started developing this. And it's pretty powerful journal called Purple Forest. And I'll talk about this later this week. Those who can very, very beautifully, all these concepts of these 5 sutras are encapsulated. So fully aligned to Buddha's Yoga concepts. And so this journal can greatly help, similar to what you've done, and a lot more things are there in it to move us into an absolute great future. Okay, I love your vision board.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Simple, clear, not cluttered, and so then you capture the essence very quickly. Okay.
After that program, I got a clarity that actually what are things I want in life, and so I placed it there, and I'm moving forward gradually in all those sectors. So, thank you.
Awesome. Okay. Thank you all, dear friends. So we'll see you tomorrow. Thank you.
Manifesting. The universe is parallel. You'll find a better version of yourself. Just focus on your inner thoughts. Remember gratitude. Thank your friends and family too. Let's see the world and how it manifests.
Igresh, tell me that song name, link, YouTube link.
Find your open, find your your soul, it's more than just existing. Look around, it's manifesting within you. Take it in, release.
Thank you, Vignesh. Thank you, friends. See you all tomorrow. Thank you, Nagendra sir.